hard it is to get up here and, face our insecurities. But this girl is, she's a little bit more confident than I am. She's from Miramichi. She's done this for a while now. She's an art consultant. Oh no, actually, I don't even know if I have the right person here. Who might?
No, that's me. It's fine.
Sorry? It's not Maggie Estey, is it? Is it? All right. Come on up. She's been doing this since November. She's a hell of a lot better at it than I am. Come on up. Enjoy.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Maggie. I will be working a little cleaner this evening because I heard that this is going to be taped and it's going to be posted to the internet. And my dad's on there. He doesn't really know what I'm like yet. The longest honeymoon period in history is between my father and I. Still hiding quite a bit from each other. But I think we have like the best father-daughter relationship I've ever heard of, honestly. My father named me Maggie, if that is your dog's name. I don't really want to hear about it. Why would I? That's my dog's name. What's my response to that? You want to tell me I have a dog's name? Unless you have the oldest dog on earth. I had the name first. I do not have a dog's name. Dogs have my name. Don't talk to me about it. I know a lot of men struggle with, how do I talk to women? How do I approach them? How do I get their interest? How do I keep it? My advice is, don't. Why do you need to talk to a woman? You gonna try to have sex with her? You're not gonna have sex with her. Why would she want that? You leave her alone. My favorite thing to say to men I don't want to speak to is, I am 33. Some men are polite. They say, 33, you look 23. Thank you, no. I know what I looked like 10 years ago. Tonight, I look like someone took my face from 2006 and put it in a microwave. For like 5 seconds. Still human. It's melted. A little bit. I'm on this really great diet right now, okay? So what you do is you eat whatever you want, whenever you want, and people will hate you no matter what. So who cares? I have gained 5 pounds a year for the past several years. Who gives a crap? I don't think men are that disgusted by age. I think they just kind of know when they're beat. You're 33? You're not going to be interested in my shit at all. At 33, you are so far beyond being interested in anything any man has to say to you. Any men here play guitar? I don't care. Any men here like kids? Gross. That's a question I get a lot, actually. Do you like kids? And it always feels like a trap because as a 33-year-old woman, people ask me, do you like kids? And I say, yeah, I like kids. And they're like, oh. You're 33. You love kids. You don't have any. That's sad. And then particularly when men ask you, you like kids? Yeah, I like kids. And they go, ooh, whoa. She wants to start a family. She wants me to impregnate her. I will do it. But I will block her on Facebook immediately. I mean, aside from feeling trapped, and aside from feeling judged by the answer, it's sort of a nonsensical question because kids are little humans and they have their quirks, and they have their nuances. You know, if you're going to ask me if I like kids, you might as well ask me if I like people. The answer is no. Yes. Don't really want to be a mom. Looks shitty. I think pregnancy's a myth. Hasn't happened to me. My mom's always calling me and she's like, you know, why haven't you had kids yet? When are you gonna have kids? And I'm like, you idiot. It's a scam. You're a rube. How absurd. I saw this video on Facebook recently, and it was of a daycare center that is run out of a senior citizens home. And it's really nice. It's like, you know, they're singing and they're playing with parachutes and they're having hugs, and I don't buy it. Not for a second. That is not believable to me. I mean, it's super heartwarming, but I'm sitting there watching the video extremely uncomfortable because I'm waiting for some old duster to shit his pants and start yelling about the war. The elderly are terrifying. Children are unpredictable at best. When my cousin was 3 years old, he threw a mega block at my grandmother. She had a black eye for like 3 years. Children are the last type of person that you want around a group on blood thinners. The video is unbelievable to me because not all children take to older people, and not all older people are terribly interested in nurturing anything. You know, they're individuals. Seniors and children are individuals. They can be individually awful. And in my opinion, they need to be protected from each other. Video is not believable to me. I will tell you what is believable to me. In 2005, an extremely believable movie came out called Hostel. For those of you in the room who have not seen Hostel, allow me to ruin this 10-year-old movie for you. A group of men, young men, sexy men, are touring around Europe or something, and they are invited to stay in a hostel, which is a place that you can stay if you are on a budget and cannot afford to stay in a hotel. They go to the hostel. Turns out it's a front for a business that procures young, sort of poor people for the affluent to torture to death. That's extremely believable to me. It's extremely believable to me because I am pretty sure they got the idea for that film from a place I used to work. Starbucks. A business that procures young, sort of poor people for the affluent to torture to death. That's what a Starbucks is. I was actually working at a Starbucks around the time that Hostel came out. And at that time, there was a big backlash against fancy coffee because there were a bunch of neckbeard comedians complaining about how convoluted and pretentious and expensive places like Starbucks were. So I'm there in my minimum wage job, on the outskirts of Ottawa. And I have all these red pill men's activists people coming into me every day to tell me what a sheep I am. And here I am trying to help them figure out what they want, adhering to a very strict script and very important rules dictated by a huge corporation that is obsessed with branding and customer experience. So, okay, they come in. And I'm like, hey, what can I get you? And they're like, just a coffee. Very good. You're at Starbucks. You're in the right place. Fantastic. Would you like a drip coffee? Perhaps you would like an espresso drink? No, I just want a regular coffee. What's wrong with you? Well, you see, the thing is, I work for this place and I have to ask you what you want. So sorry about that. What we have are mild roasts and bold roasts, and we have a decaf if you want a drip coffee. And then they're like, why don't you try thinking for yourself? Why don't you try and figure out what a person looking for a regular coffee might be looking for, and then you give that to me? And I'm like, it's really not what I'm paid for. Really not paid to think for myself, really not paid to think for you. So then anyway, I decide, okay, whatever, I'll give them whatever, but I have to ask them what size they want. What size coffee do you want? I just want a regular coffee. Just give me whatever the regular size is. At Starbucks, there is not a regular, actually. There's a grande, which is the middle size. But at this point in history, it's like a large Tim Hortons coffee. It's a whole lot of coffee. There's a tall, which is the smallest coffee on the menu, but it's actually still a gigantic coffee. And then there's a secret size called a short, which is actually more the size of like a regular coffee that you would have gotten in like the 90s, for example. But you're really just like discouraged from head office from telling people about that. And the thing is too, it's like, you know, if you serve a man a short coffee and they see how much smaller it is than the other coffees, they could shoot you. Being a woman is very intense. And the thing is, it doesn't matter what you give them. It's not about coffee. Can't I just get a regular coffee? Yeah, at a gas station. But you came in here to fuck with me. And that's it. Thanks so much.